Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 17 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of ATM10. Between episodes, did a bunch of like miscellaneous little tasks, made some speed and energy upgrades for some of, but not all of my machines. Quick note, these guys require structural glass to make, so lots of steel goes into the creation of those upgrades, so just be aware, same for energy. So automated a lot of that. We're running low on slots. I think this is like the last one that's not full at the moment. Like everything else is pretty full here. I can sneak a few more in here if I need to, but I'd really like to get quantum going today if I can. So between episodes, I made a few entro crystals. So if we take a look in here, we should see a few have shown up. That's cool. And then I've rearranged this room a little bit so that I can work a little bit easier on what I want to do. So for here, I'm just going to throw an ender gate down, and this should be more than sufficient to power this dude and get, growth accelerating going. Now, granted, this block here, right, like we're overlapping the budding amethyst with the entroized fluix. So like there's definitely like an opportunity for these things to like collide with each other. I don't care. Like it's fine. Like it's totally cool by me. These two will last forever and be fine. And then this one decays, but like also I'm okay-ish with that. And then eventually maybe we'll do entro seeds, which whatever. Like Insanium ain't that hard to get, right? So I could get there at some point. We just need some blocks of entro. So at some point, like if we went seeds on these, it wouldn't even matter. This is the part where I get a little fuzzy on how I want to do things. Like on one hand, resources like gold and diamonds and iron just save me mining. So like that's cool. But like this is a fun automation for me to build. Whether I use just dire things or something else. So like it's fun for me to automate these. Whereas if I just make seeds, it's kind of boring for you guys to watch. So like, we'll see what happens, but I might wind up wanting to automate these in a more traditional manner, using something like just dire things, right? So we'll see what happens. I may or may not, decide to go seeds for some of these things, or just let the just dire things automation part work, because I should be able to automate these pretty easily with just dire things. So we'll find out. That said, you're actually now done, so I can break you and make another fluix block and get you cooking. And I'll just like let that grow at this point, and then we'll see where we're at regarding this. So can I make a quantum crafter now? That's an exceptional question. I need, wow, a lot more Certus quartz and a few more ender pearls. And then, yes, we can make quantum crafters. So it looks like Certus quartz crystals is something I should probably look at automating today. I'm debating if I even want amethyst in here. Like what I could do is just not have amethyst in here. I don't know how much amethyst we need. So if I removed this amethyst, that might not be the worst thing. Or I could just leave it. Like it's definitely possible that I'll need some. Yeah, I'll probably just leave it. All right, so let's do just dire things automation today then. So I'm going to basically want a breaker, an advanced block breaker for that matter, that will be responsible for breaking blocks, right? And that should be fun to use. Okay, so advanced block breaker, good to go. And then we're going to want a Celestigem pickaxe. And we're going to want a drops teleporter, which I did teach the A system how to make at some point between episodes because I knew I was going to be doing stuff like this. So all I got to do is install this, and we're cool. All right. Now the things that are breaking are going to be entro crystals, amethyst, and Certus quartz. So all I really need to do is get entro crystals added to the drawers over here somewhere, and then we're cool, right? I might put you right next to my amethyst crystal, because then I can bind you, like so. And then if we came in here, and we had some kind of, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to place you like so, and then I can break you and instead throw like a nice little cable on you, right? Now my assumption is such that I'm going to need to place the blazing block, even though it looks like it can fit here, it's going to need to like have that block broken for it to be able to fit there, right? That needs to extend into that block space because they are not multi-blocks, right? And any other side I put that on would inhibit growth of crystals. Okay. So now for you, I'm going to want to have an allow list, and we're going to want you to go, let's see. Nope, not that direction. Nope, not that direction. Oh, actually, yes, that direction. Does that cover kind of the whole room? The whole room enough. Cool. And then I'm going to want you to be a filter on items, and I want you to break things that would give me amethyst shards, Certus quartz, crystal, and entro crystals. Okay. And then if I do this, is that cool beans? I feel like that's super cool beans. Awesome. Right? And then that's kind of done. The only thing I need to worry about now is the entroized Fluix deal. So like this part's automation is something I'll probably hold off on and get to at some point, right? But at least for now, we know that this guy's gonna do his thing and be cool. I like it. What do you guys think? Is good? All right, so now I'm getting Certus Quartz Crystal. I should be able to make my Quantum Crafter once I get a little bit more of that. And we're also going to need more Ender Pearls. So talk to me about Ender Pearls. I did complete, like, I think 50 Endermen here. Did that get me? That got me some Ender Pearls. And a block of gold, apparently. Drop off some EXP. But talk to me about automating Enderman Pearl dudes. So ways to automate Ender Pearls. We could do deep mob learning, hostile neural networks, this dude, right? The Enderman prediction, and get that rolling. That could be a fun and relatively quick and easy approach. What other options for Enderman automating stuff can we do? Or I could just set up a mob farm. Oh, you can smelt those into... That's cool. So we could farm those dudes. You know, I feel like deep mob learning or hostile neural networks or whatever it's called nowadays is probably the path I want to go down. At least just for like where I'm currently sitting. So let's look at hostile neural networks. I'm going to need you and you, right? All I need is a redstone comparator. Good enough. That shouldn't be too bad to get. Thank you. Simulation chamber. Loot fabricator is also going to be on the list. And luckily we already have netherite, so we're cool with that. And then deep mob learner is going to need a few of you. I'll need one of these. We're going to need a model framework. Again, one of you. And what are you, smoothstone? I really do hate when mods want smoothstone. It's just an extra layer of smelting. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Okay. And then the part we're going to want to teach is going to do you. Get that in the auto crafter, please, because we're going to need a healthy-ish amount of that. Cool. So then I should be able to pop in here really quickly. Click this onto an Enderman. Hooray! Enderman data model. Is there like a quest for this? Probably. Yeah, there is. Look at that. Sweet. Okay, cool. So, yeah. I'm going to want those prediction matrices in my inventory for the quest purposes. Right? And then... Sweet. Now, I don't think this... Yeah, it doesn't have to be. But placing it in your offhand means you can track your progress, which makes life a lot easier. Love this sword, gotta say. Pretty nice sword. Where are we at? 5 more and then I'll be at a decent threshold. I can manage 5 more. That works. I'm not going to kill 30 more. I'll let my deep mob learner handle that. Alright, so got me a few ender pearls just to get the ball rolling, which is cool. Didn't I? Yes. I was going to say, I have to have gotten some ender pearls from that. Not sure where I want this to live. I guess we'll find out. For now, you come out of there. You can go in the backpack along with you. And that's all good times type stuff. What I'll do is I'll stick this here for now. Only because, like, you know, I don't know what else to do with it. And at some point we'll look at, like, I'm sure there's going to be some mob drops that we need, like, a stupid amount of automation around. So the plan will be... Did I reverse that I normally do? I kind of did, didn't I? You guys have no breaking tool, or my breaking tool is not working right? I'm not sure which. Cool. All right, simulation chamber. That's where you and you will go, and you'll start simulating. And then once we get, you know, a proper model, then we can get some extra ender pearls, and that'll help. Not fully, you know, automated at this point, obviously, but it'll help. Is kind of, you know, where we're at. So I'll let that run, and hopefully in the time that we got that going, can I now get Quantum Crafter? Yes. Hooray. Sweet. So that's a lot of crafting. That's probably going to take a hot minute. So I will be back when this is done. All right, Quantum Crafter. How does this work? I have no idea. We're going to find out, though. Yeah, we are. Quantum Crafter. So apparently I can, it's like an auto crafter, but it uses the A system. Crafting nonstop becomes a trivial task. It is capable of running crafting jobs at a very fast pace while making sure you never run out of crucial resources. It is also capable of running fluid substitution crafts as well as recursive crafts, which have an input as an output. Blah, blah, blah. So once inserted, the 2 buttons allow for configuration. Cool. So I think we put a pattern in there. So like, let's forego. So I've done this. So let's start with, I made copper seeds and I never automated them over here because I ran out of slots. And I was like, you know what? We're really close to having this quantum doohickey happening. So like, maybe I'll hold off. So let's go create a pattern for copper. Right? That's going to basically be this. Because if this is a cooler and easier way to automate than this, then I'm on board, right? So what I'm going to do is just throw these into the AE system. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll make this an interface so that all the harvesting we're doing is just going straight into AE rather than into the drawer system. And then I can forego like all of this mess that I have. Like we won't need pipes or nothing no more, because basically all the essences from the seeds will go right into AE, but the Quantum Crafter from AE will handle you know, my stuff. Cool? Sound cool? I hope so. So I feel like over here is a good place for this Quantum Crafter to live, but cables may make that a problem, but that's okay because I can just make a couple more P2Ps. and then we're cool. Yeah, sounds good to me. Cool. And then nice bit of cable work, and we're ready to go. So basically what I'll do is have a dense cable here with a P2P here. Okay, and then you can be a P2P coming off of there into a dense cable. I can come down to my quantum crafters at that point. Cool. I like it. Memory cards here. So save you, load that up there, and then we just need some powery type stuff. So for that, we're going to want quartz, fiber. Yeah, you can't really auto craft, can you, at the moment? Because I broke all my auto craftings. There's got to be a better way to do this than this jumbled mess that I always make. Technically, you guys aren't needed, right? I think that's accurate. No, because you're linking those, aren't you? You're making those channels a thing. Could do this though. Right? And then you would only be carrying, yeah. And then you could do that. And that would be cool. Yeah, I like that plan. And then you could fiber and anchor. Well, no, technically I should do it on this side, right? It would be, let's plan for this. You're gonna go there, right? And that'll eventually be a P2P channel heading off in that direction, right? And then we could anchor you and fiber you. Right? And that's cool. And now I can autocraft again. Hooray. And then you go there. And I like that, right? Yeah, that works for me. That's pretty groovy. I like it. Cool. All right, now with you guys being all awesome sauced, if I came over here and we put the pattern in, configure pattern, keep 0, limit 0. Yeah, no, that's fine. And then what? Enable, disable? Is that on? Oh my goodness, it did. Okay, that's cool. I can't tell which one's enabled or disabled. Produced items will be auto-exported to the AME system. Nearby containers. That is awesome. How cool is that? I like that a lot. Because you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means I can replace you with an interface, right? And then we don't need drawers for mystical agriculture essences anymore. I'm just going to go on a limb and assume that, yeah, see, everything's kind of going in there. See how that's working? Right? And then we can remove all you guys, right? Put all the essences away. Okay. That's right. You do that, don't you? Let's do you and you. So I'm going to make you remove. Then I take all you out. Because it doesn't matter, right? There's no need for all of this to exist. And the reason for that is it'll go into the AE system disk, but then as soon as there's a certain amount of them, it'll be auto-crafted. So it will use a very small amount of data on the disks, and that doesn't matter. And that I'm cool with. Right? And then I don't need any of you no mores. And that's pretty awesome. And then if I really wanted, I could probably just move you to sit here. Linked. Nice. Awesome. That is 1000% what's up. I like that a lot. All right, so you guys go away. You go away, you go away, you go away for now. Don't need any of this stuff no mores, right? And then if we go up here, we can create patterns for each one of these. Okay, so we'll have like a redstone pattern, and we'll have a iron pattern, and we'll have an obsidian pattern, and a netherite pattern, and a coal pattern, and a diamond pattern. And I bet I could do something clever with this bit here, where it's like keep a certain amount and limit a certain amount kind of deal. So that I could like, so like let's say with diamonds, for example, I know I need a few to make Heart of the Sea. So what I could do is I could make a manual crafting recipe for Heart of the Sea, and I would tell this dude, keep 64 diamond essence available. And then whenever I wanted to make another Heart of the Sea, I would use some of the diamond essence that's available, and then that would get refilled before it starts. So I love that. That is super cool, right? So if we look at redstone right now, we'll see that there's like a dozen redstone essence. But if I put this in there, it should auto-craft. I don't know if I have to actually turn it on or not. I guess we'll find out. Is that enabled? That's enabled. Okay, cool, right? Cool. So if we do like iron, for example, there's 21 iron essence in there. I stick this in and enable it, and then boom, it just got crafted into iron automatically. That is super cool. I love it. Okay. So then we do this, right? And so we're going to have like a few, right, in here at any given time, right? But then as it adds up and hits 8 or whatever threshold it is for auto crafting, I'm kind of keeping an eye on these two because they should bump up at some point soon, right? So like farm dropping into interface going into AE system, into the disk drives, don't need a drawer for each one of my essences. Just let it do its thing. And then as soon as we have the correct amount, it will instantly craft, right? And that'll be cool. See, gold just converted, right? Copper just converted. Netherite just converted. So that is awesome. I love this quantum crafter. That is so cool. That is so cool. And then for like the next 9 recipes that we get, we just make another quantum crafter. So now it's really easy for me to go ahead and just say like, hey, I can really quickly and easily expand out the mystical agriculture farm because of how cool that quantum crafter is. That's the first time I've interacted with that block, and I really like it. Like, I think it is super cool. Right? Am I wrong about that? Because I feel like I'm not. I feel like that is really neat. All right, so then what would be involved in getting an assembler dude now? Because I think we're pretty close to being able to do that. What I might need to do is like borrow some, or I might make another pattern. So I can make a couple more pattern providers here and get them to hold me over until such time as, and can I get some assemblers? I could probably get a few. once other autocrafts are done. See, this is why I want to automate this, so I don't have to worry about this, and I don't have to worry about those. This is why I want to like make all this cool stuff, right? Molecular assemblers, please. 1, 2. So you guys can sit here and here, and then we can have a couple more patterns. Like here. Oh, that was supposed to be here. How about one more, just to make it properly balanced? Or no, actually that's 8 channels. That's full. Okay, so yeah, that's good enough for me. All right, so let's go make you guys a reality, because I want this multi-block pattern provider thingy. So I want you, which means I need you, which you know how to make these. I already taught the system how to make them, so that's cool. Assembler matrix walls. Sounds like you're going to need to know how to make iron bars, right? Was there anything else I needed? So that's cool. That's cool. Crystal assembler. Do I have one of those yet? I don't think I do. We're going to have to see if I have a crystal assembler. See, I knew there was a reason I was going to want... paintballs are made with matter balls, right? Yeah. Cool. I knew I was going to want matter balls. And then molecular assemblers we're cool with, right? So for now, that's cool. So you need to be made in a crystal assembler. I don't have one of these yet, do I? No, because I don't have extended machine frames. Okay, so let's get you like that. We'll get that rolling. We're going to need more entro dust. So we have some. How do we get entro dust? Is that just you and a crusher? Yeah. Can I get an extended pattern provider yet? The one that has more space. That also needs a crystal assembler. So we need to make this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get entro dust auto crafting. Now, in fairness, I could absolutely just put entro dust over here. And I guess there's no harm in that, right? Yeah, seems fine. Cool. Okay, and then you need an ME crafting terminal. Thinking about it. That's right. We're waiting for you guys to all finish. There's not a lot of harm in doing this. It definitely slows some things down, and the crusher would be the better way to go. But until I have more pattern provider room over there, I'm going to just do this. Fair. There's my calculation processor for the crafting terminal. And now you just need a skystone tank, which seems easy enough. And you should be fast now, right? Yeah. Or at least fast enough. Sweet. Crystal assembler. I like it. So you can chill there, and then I can take that pattern provider, which I totally have room for. Auto-exported through the extraction side. Perfect. Cool. Good to go. And now we can put these guys in here, and I wouldn't mind having the ME extended pattern provider in here. All you now need to have is a capacity card added. Right, so you two chilled there. ME provider, oh, what are you? Pattern provider upgrade. Oh, any ingot? Oh, any ingot. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make that. Well, I should put you here first. So you and you. And then Crystal Assembler gets all these recipes. Okay. And then Pattern Provider Upgrade, I'm going to make it iron. Because it should be any ingot. And iron we have plenty of, right? So now just tell me, Pattern Provider Upgrade, only because I want to try this out, because it looks fun. Start. Lots of things happening. Lots of things happening. Making all this stuff. And then at some point, a bunch of things get put in here. You have no problem crafting. Nice. That's what I was a little bit afraid of. So I'll just have to move this up one. I was a little afraid of that, like with the whole adjacency bit. So I can do that, and we're fine, right? He'll only now be adjacent to this block, right? All I need to do is will be auto-exported through any extraction side. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was going to be a problem with that, and that's kind of why I wanted to test that. Sweet. So then I could steal you and go downstairs to my crusher. I assume I have to shift click you. Yep, and now you have way more room, which is awesome. Love it. Gotta say, big fan of all the fun you can have in modded Minecraft. Right? Sorry, buddy. You invaded my turf. What can I say? All right, now with that up and running, right, which is cool, I should be good to make an assembler matrix, right? So it has to be between legs 3 and 7. So I think what I would do is start with the smallest one, and we'll upgrade later as needed. So if it's size 3, that means the middle is really only 1 by 1. Is that a problem? Um, yeah. So I guess 3 by 3 should be the internal, right? So does that mean 5 by 5 external? Yeah, I would say so. Because we're going to want a lot of room, right? Um, so face is composed of wall, edges interior composed of assembler, matrix, pattern craft, speed cores. Um, one pattern core and one craft core must be completely filled and can't be hollow. When assembler matrix is correctly formed and powered, the lines on the assembler matrix will turn blue. Okay, so let's go with the 3 by 3 internal, which is a 5 by 5 external, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Um, so that would be 5, 10, and then 3 and 3 would be 16, right? And then 32 for the base, and then 1, 2, 3 on all 4 sides would be 12, so 44 frames. Am I mathing correctly there? I think that's right. So we're definitely going to need more quartz and lapis, and probably a lot more entro crystals than we currently have. So let's do 2 things. Can I make another quantum? Not really. Boy, do we need a lot of Certus quartz crystal for that. We really do. Even though I'm automating it, we're going to need more. And we definitely need more entro and more ender pearls. How did you make out, by the way? Not terrible. Looking good. Sweet. You can go in there. So we've got lots of ender pearls. That's good. We're definitely going to want more entro seed type dudes. Um, yeah, not terrible. Yeah, I can get like 10 of those. What I should do is autocraft Fluix blocks. And the reason I should do that is we're probably going to want to automate these entro dudes. So give me like 10 of these. Here's a plan. Here's a plan. Here's a plan. You ready? I'm going to do a placer, a simple block placer. Oh my goodness. We are really short on oak, aren't we? Placer, I think I can do this with simples if I'm smart about it, which hopefully my brain is being smart today. It's rare, but it happens. Simple block placer, and then simple clicker. Yeah, I should be automating a lot of this, but remember I'm a little bit short on auto crafting capabilities at the moment, which is what I'm working on. I want to have like everything super auto crafty ready. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, you also break Certus blocks. Okay. And then we can have a placer and a clicker. And your job will be to place those. And your job will be to place these. And I'm very hopeful that clicking this a whole bunch won't hurt nothing. So now what I can do is like I can like sort of automate it. Like it's pretty much sort of automated right now. I can just put a certain amount in there and call it a day-ish. Okay. So we do 20 and we do Fluix times 20. Okay. And then what happens is, as long as you guys are groovy, which I think you will be, we will get this happening. So what'll happen is this will grow, right? And you are stored 0 FE. Why do you have 0 FE? Are we struggling on power? We might be struggling on power. Yeah, I think we're hurting on power a little bit. And you know what's probably choking me? Is you. I'm just going to shut you down for a minute. Yeah, buddy. That's fine. Actually, leave you in here so that you are ready to go when we get power again. But yeah, I'm guessing what's happening is maybe it's some of my crafting, maybe it's something else. Doesn't matter, but we are choking on power. So I think power boosting should be something we consider in the immediate future. That's probably a smart play. Because yeah, we're probably starting to hurt on power gen. It's getting there, right? What's our passive energy usage? Is around 432 FE per tick. And you're sitting around 502. So yeah, we're like really close. So I need a better reactor of some kind, which I think at this point I can probably upgrade relatively easily. So let's wrap up the episode here. Next episode we'll upgrade power gen. Whether it's with this or something else, we'll find out. And then we'll continue automating with AE and the advanced AE stuff in preparation for all the auto craftings of all the good stuff. So hopefully you guys are enjoying like the rushing through and being really super fast on stuff. Let me know in the comments. For now, Doll20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.